guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. This week's What's for Dinner is a collab with Missy from The Welder's Wife. Make sure you go over and check out her channel if you haven't already. I love her What's for Dinners especially, but she does all kinds of videos. Her video will be linked in the description box down below and up in the cards. Now let's get into this week's What's for Dinner. Tonight is Friday and I'm going to be making this Greek style sheet pan dinner. Sounds delicious. It's new to us, so I'm going to show you what we need to get started. As always, I will leave the recipe linked in the description box down below. For this, you need about a pound of chicken. I had 3 chicken breasts that I cut in half so that they were thin, about the same thickness. We need 2 zucchini, some sweet peppers. You could use bell peppers. I just have these mini sweet peppers, so I'm going to use those, cut them up. I've already washed all of this. Got some, these are grape tomatoes, I think. It says cherry tomatoes. I just use whatever I have. And then it also said yellow squash. We don't like yellow squash, so I'm just doing these vegetables. And then the recipe has a Greek seasoning recipe attached to it. So I went ahead and mixed that up. It's salt, pepper, dill, marjoram, thyme. I can't even remember. It's a lot of things, but you won't use it all for this recipe. So I just went ahead and put it in this old everything but the bagel seasoning jar so that I have it for next time. Hopefully you like this. Otherwise I can use it on something else. And we're also going to need some olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up my peppers and zucchini, put those on the pan with this. We're going to toss it in some olive oil and put some of this Greek seasoning on it. And then for the chicken, we are going to season it with salt and pepper and the Greek seasoning and then put that on the pan as well and bake it for 25 minutes on 375. And then it says to broil it for about 5 minutes just to get the chicken kind of browned. Alright, and dinner is done. I just made this really quick box of couscous on the side. This is from Aldi and it literally takes 5 minutes to make. You just boil some water and then once the water's boiling you mix this in a bowl. It's super quick. I boiled the water in the microwave and then just mixed it together. And so then we've got all the vegetables on top of that and the chicken that I topped with feta. And these are the kids' plates. Neither of them really like zucchini, so I gave them some to try. I know Lily likes the peppers. She hasn't tried them cooked, and neither of them likes cooked tomatoes, so I didn't even give them any because I don't feel like hearing them talk about how many things are on their plate that they don't like tonight. So we just did the zucchini tonight. But that is what's for dinner for Friday. It's Saturday, and tonight for dinner we're going to be trying this quick and easy pizza pasta recipe. Over on Instagram, I follow Mandy, also known as the Kitchen Wife. If you're not following her already, you should be. I will leave her info link down below, as well as the recipe to her blog. She's always sharing new and delicious recipes. So tonight I thought I would try her pizza pasta recipe because she shared it last week, I think it was, and it looked really, really good. So for this, we're going to need some pasta, some pizza sauce, some sausage, some pepperoni, some Italian seasoning, some mozzarella, and then salt and pepper. And then she had used a green pepper, but I don't have any green pepper, but I do have some of these little sweet peppers that I need to use up, so I'm going to chop up those and use those as well. Basically, I've got some water over here coming to a boil for my noodles. Gonna boil all that, brown the sausage, add in some seasoning and the pepperoni, and then we'll add in the pasta once it's done cooking and the sauce, and stir everything together, top it with cheese, and pop it in the oven just for a little bit so that it can get brown and bubbly. dinner is done. There is the pasta. I tasted it. It is absolutely delicious. I would definitely recommend this. Make sure you go check out the chicken. Make sure you go check out the kitchen wife down below. My cousins are here tonight. You might hear them in the background playing with the kids. It's loud. I have an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and an almost 4-year-old in my house tonight. It's a madhouse. And then the dog keeps barking every time somebody gets loud. So, fun times. But this is Keegan's plate. He's the 11-year-old. I'm sure he will eat more. But I started him with this. Pasta, some carrots, tomatoes, and a little bit of salad. Kai's plate, the 10-year-old. Some salad, tomatoes, and carrots. Neither of them likes cucumber, which I find to be strange. As I said, madhouse. Elijah's plate, he won't eat like a whole lot, so he just has a little bit. Some cucumbers, carrots, salad. Lily, of course, no salad. She has tomatoes. She has tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and pasta. And that is what's for dinner for Saturday. I haven't made my plate yet. I'm not hungry, but I'm going to go because, as I said, madhouse. There is barking and screaming going on. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is Sunday, and tonight for dinner I am trying this recipe from Plain Chicken. It is called beef and cheddar sliders. I'm going to only make half of them now over here because Andy's not home, and I think the sliders are better fresh versus reheated. So I'm just going to make half of them now in here, and then I'll make the other half when he comes home. But I am going to go ahead and make the whole recipe for the sauce because I think that'll be fine. I can just reheat the sauce because you pour the sauce over the top. So for this, we need some like dinner rolls, or I'm actually going to use these slider buns that I found at Kroger. So I'm going to use half of those. Got some Worcestershire, some barbecue sauce, Dijon mustard, some thinly sliced roast beef. Then I need some slices of cheddar cheese or a block of cheddar cheese, so I'm just going to slice mine. Some brown sugar and some butter. So basically I'm going to take the bottom half of my rolls, put it in my dish, and then I'm going to top that with the roast beef and cheddar cheese. But for the roast beef, I'm actually going to mix it with some barbecue sauce first, and then put it on the buns, and then top with cheese, and then put the top buns on top. And I'm going to mix together the sauce in this pot, bring it to a boil, and then pour that over the sandwiches and bake it for 20 to 30 minutes till it's like crispy on top. Okay, dinner is done. These are the sliders. They look delicious. They smell delicious. They look like they're going to be really messy though. And then for the side, we're just having some fries. I picked up these Ore-Ida extra crispy fast food fries. I feel like I've seen some people say that these are really good. We've never tried them because usually I just buy store brand French fries and stuff, but these were on sale, so that's why I got them. And I decided to try them tonight with this. We'll see how we like them. And yeah, that's our dinner. Pretty simple. Lily has a piece of pineapple on her plate because we were snacking on pineapple while we were waiting for the sliders. I'll let you know how we like the sliders and if we like the fries. That is dinner for Sunday. Hey guys, it is Monday and tonight for dinner I am actually making a HelloFresh recipe. I have it over here on my phone. I didn't get these ingredients from HelloFresh, nor is this like sponsored by HelloFresh obviously because I bought my own stuff, but I did find the recipe on their website because occasionally I like to browse their website instead of like browsing Pinterest. And tonight I'm making this like cheddar crusted chicken. Seems pretty easy. It's cheddar cheese, sour cream, panko, and like some seasoned salt on the chicken, and you bake it. But what I'm really excited to try is the mashed sweet potatoes. I don't think I've ever made sweet potatoes at our house ever. So I'm excited to try it, see if everybody eats it. I'm just starting off by peeling these potatoes, and then I'm going to dice them into, it says, 1/2-inch cubes, and then we're going to put them in a pot of water and boil them. Okay, I've got those sweet potatoes in a pot of water, and we're going to bring that to a boil and cook them till they are tender. And I'm also going to salt this water really well. Now, in a small bowl, I'm going to combine a 1/4 cup of panko, 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese, and a tablespoon of this fry seasoning, and some salt and pepper, and a drizzle of olive oil. Okay, and the recipe calls for fry seasoning. I did say that, but I'm using seasoned salt. So since I'm using seasoned salt, I am not using salt. So I just put the seasoned salt and the pepper in there. And then it says to season the chicken with salt and pepper and fry seasoning, but I'm just going to do pepper and seasoned salt. Okay, now I'm going to put about 1/2 tablespoon of sour cream on each chicken breast, and then I'm going to spread that around, and then I'm going to press the panko mixture onto every piece. Okay, now I'm just going to pop these in the oven on 425 for about 15 minutes till they're cooked through. Okay, sweet potatoes are done, and I'm going to mash them with some butter, and then I'm going to add in some sour cream and salt and pepper, and I think that will be it. Okay, here is the dinner finish. I tasted the chicken when I cut it up for the kids. It is delicious. It's a tad too salty, so next time I might actually try to find like fry seasoning. I don't know if fry seasoning is like salted. I would assume so because people like salt on their fries, but I just used this because it's what I had, but maybe next time I'll try to find some fry seasoning, or just go a little easier on the seasoned salt. And then I made some green beans to go with it, and I tasted the sweet potatoes, and they're delicious as well. Like savory sweet potatoes. They're not like hardly sweet at all. Hopefully I can convince Andy to eat them. I know the kids will at least try them, but Andy, sometimes it's hard to get him to try stuff like that. He might end up eating like bread or rice with it. But yeah, that is our dinner for Monday. Hey guys, it's Tuesday and tonight for dinner we're actually having grilled cheese and tomato soup. But real quick, I wanted to update you on last night's dinner. The chicken was really good. I actually took the last 2 pieces that me and the kids didn't eat and scraped the topping off, like the sour cream and the breadcrumbs and everything, and redid it without the salt so it wouldn't be as salty because it was a little overwhelmingly salty for me and the kids, and we ended up scraping it off kind of as we ate it. So I did that and like just broiled it for a couple minutes and it was perfect. It wasn't salty. So next time I'll just make it without all of that salt. But I would definitely recommend that recipe because Andy was like, this is so delicious. And update on the sweet potatoes. He did not like the sweet potatoes. He took 1 bite and I was like, I don't like sweet potatoes. Like, they're not, like the way I made them, they still weren't sweet. He was like, I just don't like the flavor of sweet potatoes. So probably won't be making those again. But me and the kids did really like them, so maybe just for me and the kids, maybe like for lunch or something. But as I said, we are having grilled cheese tonight. I am making I made bacon to go on the grilled cheese. I did it in my air fryer for the first time. Missy over at the Welder's Wife, I think last week, did it in her air fryer, and it made me want to do it in mine. She wasn't really concerned with the bacon overlapping when she initially put it in her air fryer. She did cut the bacon in half. And that's what I did. I cut it in half and then I just kind of put that half of the pack of bacon into the air fryer. And then the tip that she did was to like kind of stir it around, move the pieces around every couple of minutes so that they don't stick together. And it worked. They came out perfect. I did them on 400 for 8 minutes. You could do less if you like it less crispy, but we like it crispy. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, and I'm going to show you like what I'm making. I will leave Missy's video down below so you can see what I'm talking about how she made the bacon. So here's the bacon. It's perfectly crispy for us. It looks delicious. Actually, it tastes delicious. I already ate a piece. So then we've got our tomato soup. This is the hearty tomato from Progresso. It is the best tomato soup in a can. That's what I think. That's what we think here. So that's that. And then we just have grilled cheese with the bacon and American cheese. And it's on homemade bread, of course. It's so delicious. Makes the best grilled cheese. And that is our dinner for Tuesday. It's Wednesday, and tonight for dinner we're going to be having tacos. I have this beef carne picada. It's slightly frozen. I had it trying to thaw out in the fridge for a couple hours this morning. This is just over a pound, and it's almost noon. So I'm going to put this in my crock pot on high for like 5 hours so that it can be done. And I'm going to add to that some of these red gold, it's like Rotel, petite diced tomatoes and green chilies, and then a whole bunch of taco seasoning. Okay, here is all that meat done. It smells delicious. I haven't tasted it yet, but it should be delicious. And then I'm going to show you guys what I put inside my burrito. I put a little bit of everything. So I just have chips and some of this Fresh Craving salsa on the side. We've got tomato, sour cream. We've got this Uncle Ben's rice. This is it, the flavor infusions. It's pretty good. We haven't had it in a couple of months, but it is our like favorite store-bought rice. I made some hard shells in the air fryer. I did them for 3 minutes on 320. Got some refried beans. I put a little bit of sour cream, cheddar cheese, and some taco seasoning in there. And yeah, I said that was my plate, and here are the kids' plate. Elijah has a burrito like me, but just meat and cheese. And I cut it in half. Beans, rice, chips, and Lily has 2 hard shell tacos with just meat and cheese, since the meat already has tomatoes in it. And now I will show you how I put together my burrito. This night is Thursday. We're trying another new recipe called smothered chicken and cheesy potato casserole. As always, the recipe will be linked down below. To start off, I'm peeling some potatoes, and then I'm going to slice them about 1/4 of an inch thick with my mandolin slicer. Then I'm mixing together 1 1/4 cups of milk and 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. Then I'm spraying a 9x13 pan with cooking spray. I'm going to pour some of the sauce in the dish. Do 1 layer of potatoes, salt and pepper, and then repeat till all of the potatoes are in the pan. You want to make sure you save about 1 cup of the soup mixture for later. Cover the potatoes with foil and bake for 30 minutes on 350. While the potatoes are cooking, I'm going to get the chicken browned. I've seasoned it with salt and pepper on both sides, and I'm just browning it. It doesn't need to be cooked through since it's going in the oven. Once the potatoes have cooked for 30 minutes, we're going to take it out and place the chicken on top of that, and then top it with the remaining soup mixture. Cover with foil and bake for 30 more minutes. Finally, we're going to remove the foil, top with cheddar cheese and some bacon. Then I put it back in the oven on broil for 2 minutes. Okay, here is my plate with that smothered chicken and cheesy potato casserole. I just made some green beans on the side. I also made some rice because this is kind of like scalloped potatoes, which Andy doesn't like scalloped potatoes or anything like that from the box. So I wasn't sure if he would like the potatoes. So I went ahead and made some rice because I made it. The kids want it. So they have some rice, the potatoes and chicken cut up, and some green beans. And that is it for this week's What's for Dinner. Don't forget that this week's What's for Dinner was a collab with Missy over at The Welder's Wife. Make sure you check out her channel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.